Bright and early, day number 3 of the Ontario Minor Little League Ontario Championships. Hopefully everyone had a great time last night at the banquet and we're ready to play ball today. We are going to start with welcoming the teams to the field for game number 7. We got Windsor Central Cyclones versus Upper Ottawa Valley River Cats. Visiting team today from coin toss are the River Cats. Number 7, Cohen Kluche. Number 34, Reed Lula. Number 5, Grayson O'Grady. Number 20, Osley Godang. Number 55, Jackson Williamson. Number 45, Jay Kello. Number 2, Reed Macklem. Number 33, Brock Saran. Number 6, Riley Scott. Number 16, Easton Bramberger. Number 40, David Rosine. Number 22, Leo Pattinson. And welcoming the coaches, we have Craig Macklem, Mark Williamson, and Tommy Saran. And welcoming Windsor Cyclones, number 21, Alex Proklovic. Number 29, Luke Bondi. Number 15, Caleb Casillas. Number 77, Luca Jubenville. Number 9, Hunter O'Mara. Number 99, Max Ruthven. Number 19, Wyatt Henderson. Number 24, Logan Sheeler. Number 13, Lorenzo Lewis. Number 16, Brooklyn Lockwood. Number 29, Emerson Tucker Weasley. Number 17, Maverick Belair. And number 11, Felix Mayu. And welcoming our coaches, Ryan Lockwood, Rob Rakovic, and Charlie Bondi. I'll now call our representatives from each team who are going to read the Little League Pledge in English and French. Come on up to home plate. Everyone remove your hats on the field, please.
Maverick.
I trust in God. I love my country, and I respect its laws. I will play fair and strive to win, but win or lose, I'll always do my best. Je crois en Dieu, j'aime mon pays et je respecterai ses lois. Je jouerai fâcheux et je m'efforcerai de gagner mes victoires ou défaites. Je ferai toujours mon mieux.
Merci beaucoup, thank you. And now invite everyone to stand. If you're able, remove your hats for the playing of O Canada. Thank you, everyone. We're going to welcome our umpires to the field. We have Sue, Brian, and Darren. We're going to hand the game over to them. Let's play ball. Have a great game.
Bobby Joe.
Yes, yeah, anything like that, that's okay. That gives me a reason to make a mistake.
I would have cheaper.
If you're looking for like AC/DC,
It's a good Sunday with AC/DC. You got AC/DC?
Well, it's hot in here. These need to not be in the sun there.
Maybe throw them on the back of the cooler.
I'm good. Thank you.
Are you good?
that's okay. Yeah, that's a valid reason.
Okay. Special.
Yeah.
Before that gets turned in my door.
We have the because I gave them initially the English one.
Another one's for.
Emerson Tucker Reevely is number 29. He's not number 26.
So,
Do we have him as number 26?
yes.
Okay.
This is why we keep
Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
And I get blamed. I'm like,
Sorry, no. Can you tell him number changes?
Emerson, 26.
Oh, sorry. He is number 26. He's number 26.
Emerson is 26.
Emerson is 26.
You have him as 29.
Okay.
On here. That's why I keep announcing 29.
While we're warming up, I'll also announce we did have our winner for our 50-50 yesterday. Fridays did not get claimed. If anyone still has your tickets from Friday, the number is posted over here. Also of note, we do have our photographer on site, so Kenny Poplinski's taking action shots. If you're looking for the website, it is posted at the canteen, and I think behind us they have posted the picture or the website as well.
You got things to do. Yeah.
Hello and welcome here to Pembroke, Ontario. It's day 3 of the 2026 Minor Ontario Provincial Championships, and we start things off with an elimination game. Hello everybody, my name is Jacob Ewing. It's the Windsor Central Cyclones taking on the host team in the Upper Ottawa Valley River Cats. As first pitch to leadoff hitter Cohen Cloutier will be down there for a ball. Starting pitcher this morning for the Cyclones, number 77, Luke Jubenville, who also pitched majority of the game in their first contest on Friday. This one flied out to left field. It drops on down for a base hit. And Cloutier starts things off strong for the River Cats. It's a runner on first. And here's Reed Luloff. And the same situation yesterday. Came up to the plate, hit second in the order, nobody on, and Luloff went yard. A home run to center field. Still represents the only home run we've seen all tournament long. Runner down to second, and Cloutier's got him! A beautiful toss from the plate to second base as Bondi guns him down, and there's one down. What a toss. As that's one of the first pickoff plays and throws down we've seen be a success in this tournament. And Bondi was able to just have a strong throw right on the target. And Luloff will hold off and take ball two. And so we have ourselves in the lower bracket here. These two teams fighting for their tournament lives and a chance to move on to another day. As we haven't seen Windsor Central since our first game on Friday. In fact, the River Cats have played 2 games since then. And Luloff will foul one back to bring him to a second strike. And it's a full count. And we'll have the payoff. And strike 3 as Jubenfeld gets him swinging. And a quick 2 down as it's a payoff win for Luke Jubenfeld and the Cyclones. Here's Grayson O'Grady. As Windsor Central trying to retire the first 3 batters. Heavy swing for O'Grady up high for a strike. And strike 2. And Jubenfeld is all around the zone, and he's getting aggressive swings from O'Grady, looking for one more. Got to protect if you're Grayson, the 0-2. Up the middle as it gets down for a base hit. And O'Grady not afraid. He knows he has to swing on an 0-2 count, and he makes good of it there as he pipes one to center field, and there's another runner on here. And there's Osley Gondon, who will be our starting pitcher in the bottom of the inning when we get there. So the 2 starters go for a battle. Gondon will foul the first one off. Gondon down the right field line, and it just spins foul. As he gave it a good ride, and that could have did some damage if it stayed fair. O'Grady, a fast runner at first. That would have been a long play for the Cyclones to get to, as it would have rolled right down into the right field corner, but beneficial will bring him to a second strike. And Jubenfeld, after he struck out Luloff not too long ago, looking for his second one of the inning. The 0-2. Ball, one good play by Bondi to keep that one in front of him after it was spiked down in the dirt. Got in. One hopper to the second baseman, and he'll confirm the out himself as the Cyclones get their defense going early and will send us to the bottom of the first, where they'll have their first crack on the offense, looking to open the scoring. Game 1 of the day here on day 3 of minor provincials. 2 games today and plenty of action to come. But first of all, bottom of the first when we return. Bottom of the first, set to get underway here, and it's leading things off number 21, Alex Broklavic. He'll be followed up by Luke Bondi and Caleb Casillas, the confirmed three here for the Cyclones, still searching for their first win of the tournament, and well, backs against the walls as well as they need to win to stay alive. And first pitch will be in there for a ball. That's our starting pitcher this morning, number 20, Osley Godin, gets the start. And this one just fouled off the right field line. Good contact, though, just a tad late from Broklavic. And we'll split the first two pitches 1-1. And so, as I mentioned, the Cyclones played the first game of the tournament. It was 11-1 loss over East Nepean, and then, well, Upper Ottawa Valley, they started their tournament off with a bang, a 17-3 victory over the Timmins Lynx. And then a loss yesterday to High Park, 11-1 final score. 1-2 pitch incoming. And a ball two on the inside. That's Godin, while trying to start his morning off strong, trying to match what Jubenville did for the Cyclones in the top of the inning. 2-2. And swings on through. It's strike three, and it's a leadoff punch-out for Osley Godin. And there's one down. This will bring up Luke Bondi, who had that fantastic play with the throw down to second to beat Cloutier back in the top of the inning. We'll see if he can continue his phenomenal start to the game with his first at-bat here. This one flied out to center field, and good contact, but underneath of it is the River Cats, and there's two down. Good contact, though, from Bondi. And here's Caleb Casillas. As the River Cats trying to make quick work here of the first inning on the defensive side, Casillas will try to change that, give the first runner on potentially. First pitch swing, and it's a bouncer to the third baseman, and it gets through his legs, and Casillas will get aboard first base as he ambushed the first pitch he saw. And there's Luke Jubenville as the two starting pitchers will go for a battle. Jubenville, the cleanup hitter, now has a runner on first base, going to try to advance him to a scoring position. And strike one, and Jubenville sees it, paints the outside as Godin. Loads up on that one, strike two. Now has to protect. Godin, an 0-2 count, trying to retire the side in order. Well, the 0-2 delivery. And strike three, on through goes Jubenville. And Godin retires it in order. Successful start for the River Cats, matching what the Cyclones did in the top of the inning. It's a defensive masterclass by both teams, really. And when we come back, it's top two with Upper Ottawa Valley looking to open the scoring. Top of the second. Underway here in the morning game, and leading things off, number 55, Jax Williamson. As well, Williamson, Kello, and Macklem confirmed 3. As both teams in the top of the first inning, pardon me, have 4 batters. I believe I mentioned that the River Cats are trying to sign an order. That wasn't true. Casillas did get on, as it was similar. Couple base hits for the River Cats, and it was 1 base hit for the Cyclones, but either way, still tied up at 0 here in the second. As Williamson will lean in for a bunt, fouls it off. And we'll split the first 2 pitches 1-1. As a couple steps in goes the third baseman. See if Williamson tries to lay down another one. Normal swing here. A ground ball to the second baseman, tossed to first, and handled by the first baseman. After that one took a hop in the dirt. What a great play by Emerson. As he's able to keep that one in his glove, and there's 1 down. There's Jake Kello, who will have his first at-bat, hitting 6th in the order. First pitch from Jubenville, outside for a ball. And so we saw our first team eliminated from the tournament last night as the Timmins Lynx took defeat to the Orleans Red Sox. As the Red Sox stay alive, and we'll see another day here in the tournament. As with the double elimination, it's very, very cutthroat. You can get eliminated very easily. It's not like you get a confirmed amount of games. You get 2 confirmed games, but with the round robin, you get to play every team and then become the eliminations. But got to be at your A game from the get-go, and Kello will work a walk. As he's down to first base, and Reed Macklem will look to try and advance him. So the winner of this game will play tomorrow at 9 a.m. as Kello down to second, and Sheeler won't test him, as Sheeler now behind the plate for Windsor Central. As I was mentioning, yeah, winner will play tomorrow at 9 a.m. They will play the winner of our 12 p.m. game as well here today between Brockville and Orleans. That's a ball. Ball number 2 for Macklem. And fouls that one off. As Juvenville able to get him to take a slice. Macklem. And a nice catch by the second baseman, Broklavic. Play to second in time. It's a double play to end the top of the second inning. The result started from Alex Broklavic. What a heads-up play. Makes the grab on the forehand, turns the body right away, and gets the play to second as runner didn't tag up and wasn't close to the bag. And it's been a defensive masterclass from these 2 teams to an inning and a half, and we'll see if that trend will continue when we come back for the bottom of the second inning. Bottom of the second inning, still tied up at zeros, and it's Hunter O'Mara will lead things off, looking to potentially change that, as it's the Cyclones with a chance to get on the board. First pitch to the backstop. As Osley Goddard back at the bottom for his second consecutive inning. Had a very successful first, 2 strikeouts, and had a fly ball to center field as well. And O'Mara swings on through for a strike. As you like that one? That's strike 2. The call. And now O'Mara's got to battle anything close. As Gonnet looking for his 3rd strikeout of the morning. 1-2. That's over his head for a second ball. And it's a full count as that pitch came upstairs. And quite the way to start things off here in this bottom 2. We'll see a payoff here from Goddard. And it's strike 3 looking for Hunter O'Mara. And there's 1 down, 3rd strikeout of the game so far, through 5 batters for Goddard. And there's Max Ruthven wearing number 99. And Ruthven like that one inside, but will still take a slice at it, fouls it back. He writes his favorite MLB player is Tarek Skubal, so also makes sense that he's a Tigers fan. And that's his favorite player. And a favorite movie, Kung Fu Panda. That's a great take. It's a great movie. Inside, this is ball 1. And favorite athlete, if you give me any athlete, who would it be? This is a unique answer. It makes me think maybe he's a goalie, maybe Dustin Wolf, or maybe just a big Flames fan. As bouncer in the dirt for his second ball for Ruthven. And Goddard, despite it being a hitter's count, has been able to battle back into counts when he's down. And well, chance to take a lead in the county as well if he finds a strike here. We'll see the 2-1. Ruthven pops this one straight up in the air, and underneath of it, Reed Macklem doesn't even have to shuffle the feet a whole lot, as it's just directly above him. Just extend the legs, put the glove up in the air, and there's 2 down. And this is Wyatt Henderson. And first pitch to the lefty will be outside for a ball. And similar location to the first pitch. We'll see ball 2 for Henderson, and we'll take a lead in the count. Favorite MLB player, Vladdy. And makes sense as a Blue Jays fan. His favorite baseball memory is winning the district championship. I mean, that's a pretty good memory to have, too. I mean, you'd have pretty competitive to get here. And obviously, his team was the lucky winners to book a ticket to Pembroke. It's a 3-0 lead here for Henderson. Got to find the zone and won't be able to. It's a 4-pitch walk for Wyatt Henderson. And a runner on, first one of the inning for the Cyclones. And here's the catcher into his first at-bat with Logan Sheeler. And Sheeler will freeze up and take a strike. Looking as he lets one through. The 0-1. That's over top of the head of Sheeler. Let's put the first two. And upstairs for a second ball. And the Cyclones have yet to have a runner in scoring position. Sheeler trying to change that. He's got himself into a hitter's count. Let's see the 2-1. And it's ball 3. And after Godin allowed his first walk of the game on the last batter, Henderson, chance to double it up here potentially with a 3-1 count. But he'll keep Sheeler here as we'll see strike 2. And chase us to a full count. It's a payoff pitch to potentially end the inning. And the result will be ball 4 for Sheeler. And he's down to first base, and it's 2 on here for the Cyclones. And game-leading run now on second base. And there's Lorenzo Lewis. Chance to knock home a run or even potentially load the bases up here for Windsor Central. His first pitch whipped away. Reed Macklem got to be on his game behind the plate, as if anything gets through. Seen him many times this tournament, especially in a low-scoring affair here early. We're aggressive on the base paths. Could be the Cyclones. 1-0. Lewis swings one up high, cracks it to center field. It's down for a base hit. And runners coming home. We thought about it. We'll pull the trigger, and it's 1-0 Windsor. As the ball took a bit too long to get to the infield. And taking advantage is Wyatt Henderson, and the Cyclones take the lead. It's an RBI base hit for Lorenzo Lewis. As he gave it a great ride right to center field. Just goes right down into no man's land. Over top of the infield and short of the outfield.
No, it's the last out. It's the last out. So 99, that's what I said, as long as it's 99. Yep, 99.
And so Max Ruthven will go on base for Logan Sheeler with the 2-out catcher role. And here's Brooklyn Lockwood. Two in scoring position and a chance here for Lockwood to add to this early Cyclones lead. Got in after finding, well, 2 quick outs. Just searching for one more. It's ball 1. Walked a pair of batters, and it was Lewis with an RBI single, which allowed the lead. It's ball 2, and a quick 2-0 lead here for Lockwood. And to ball 3. And Godin. 3 strikeouts earlier in the game, but after that last one, potential 3 walks. 3-0 pitch. And that will be the result. The bases are loaded. It's Emerson Tucker Reevely. 2 up. And time called by River Cats head coach. And looks like that will do it for Osley Godin at the bump. Goes an inning and 2/3, but unable to find the 3rd out. Is he's got himself on a jam, and the Cyclones pressing for more offense. And we'll see a new pitcher come into the game as it's number 6, Riley Scott, will take over on the rubber and begin his warm-up before we get back underway. So Scott, Blue Jays fan, favorite player, Ernie Clement. That's my favorite player. If you could meet any athlete, would also be Ernie. Be a pretty good guy to meet. Just seems like he has real good vibes, real good energy. And favorite food for Mr. Riley Scott, shepherd's pie. And we've seen that a couple of times. There's a couple of actually shepherd pie answers on this Upper Ottawa Valley team. And so Scott will wrap up his warm-up momentarily as it's Lockwood, Lewis, and Sheeler, who's been replaced by Ruthven on the base paths. And a chance for Tucker Evely to hit them home. And it's first pitch up high for a ball. Scott, quite the sticky situation he gets himself into. Only 1-0 needed, and no out on any bag or the plate would get the River Cats out of it. But a quick 2-0 lead here for Tucker Evely. And of course, ball 4, if they did work a 4-pitch walk, would maybe just a walk in general, would score a run. And it's ball 3 and a major lead here. And Scott, got to be aggressive. Just got to find the zone. It's a 3-0 pitch with the bases loaded. And it's ball 4. And Tucker Evely will work a walk, and with the bases loaded, the Cyclones will add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Now batting, number 17, Belair.
And here's Maverick Belair. Belair, bases loaded, still with 2 outs. And it's ball 1. And well, for Scott, who entered the ball game, that is 5 straight balls. Still searching for his first strike. It seems like he just needs to get one to start a pattern or a rhythm. And we'll see a second ball on that pitch. And Belair will take the lead. And Belair will foul that one off for the first strike of the morning for Scott. And strike 2, and as I mentioned, just feels like Scott needed to get one in order to get into some motion. And now Belair has to protect the 2-2 delivery. And it's a full count and a massive payoff pitch. Ball 4 would extend the lead for the Cyclones. Strike 3 would get them out of the inning. Here's the payoff from Riley Scott. It's strike 3, on the outer half, and Riley Scott will work his way out of the jam, but not after the Cyclones score a pair of runs and open up the scoring here in game 1 of day 3. And when we come back, it's the River Cats back on the offense at the top of the third, looking to get on the board themselves. Top of the third inning as 2 innings have gone and passed, and the Cyclones open the scoring, making it 2-0 just a half inning ago. But there's a chance for the River Cats to respond. Saran first pitch swing and pops it up to the mound, and it's out of the glove of Jubenville. Saran thinking about second, he'll stay at first. And it's a leadoff single for Brock Saran. And here's Riley Scott, who joined the mound in the bottom of the second, was able to get the River Cats out of it. It's a close play by Jubenville there on the infield just moments ago. Just wasn't able to get his glove out of it. Scott first pitch swing and chopper to the third baseman. Turns and fires to second, and they got the fielder's choice. And that will keep a runner out of scoring position. Smart play there by the third baseman. I believe that was fortunate, actually, not able to get a number on that third baseman. Strike 1 on Easton Bramberger. And foul that one back, as that was Luke Bondi making that last play. And Bramberger has to protect now. Jubenville looking to attack the strike zone. And it's ball 1, or a ball, pardon me. As it was ball 1. Bramberger, contact, fouls it off. And Jubenville all around the strike zone. Got 2 early swings with contact in fair territory, found an out. River Cats found a single. And he's got Bramberger up against it with 2 strikes. Back to a 1-2. And we'll do it again as he fouls it back. As he puts that pink and sky blue colorway on the pencil bat to work. I'd be afraid to mark it up. I know you have to because it's a bad, but just really nice design. Bramberger pops this one up to the first baseman, and the catch is made by Tucker Rivoli for out number 2. And there's David Rosine. And Jubenville, after finding 2 outs, looking to keep his team in the lead. As Rosini will try to keep things alive. This one is clocked to center field. Throw to second, though, in time. And Windsor Central recovers, as it was a beautiful throw from the center fielder. Number 99, Max Ruthven, able to beat the runner, and that will do it for the top of the third inning as the Cyclones still play scoreless baseball. Then it's 2-0, and they'll have a chance to extend their lead when we return for the bottom of the third inning. Bottom third, set to get underway. Riley Scott back on the mound after rejoining the ball game for only a single out in the bottom of the second, and it's back to the top of the order here for the Cyclones. Number 21, Alex Broklavic. Broklavic, Bondi, and Casillas. 1, 2, 3 here for Windsor Central. Looking to extend their lead after they found 2 an inning ago. It's ball 1. And while it was really just a couple walks that started a streak for the Cyclones, where they had the bases loaded and they threatened for a while. There's a heavy swing for a strike. As Broklavic liked that pitch. High chopper over the mound. Hopper to the second baseman. Quick toss to first in time. And a good recovery and making the play, Leo Pattinson. And there's Luke Bondi, so we'll move on in the order. Bondi 0 for 1 with a fly ball to center field. And first pitch to Bondi for ball 1 as he shuffles the feet back to avoid it. And strike 1 as Bondi will take it looking. And we'll see a second ball for Bondi, who writes his favorite player is Tarek Skubal, and you know that's a common theme. Favorite team, Detroit Tigers. Obviously, Windsor right on the border with Detroit, so a lot of young Tigers fans. A couple Blue Jays answers here, though, sprinkled in within the team. And it's ball 4 for Luke Bondi as he whips the bat back to the dugout with authority and heads on down to first base. And there's Caleb Casillas. 1 for 1 with a single. It was the first hit of the game for the Cyclones. That's ball 1. Great keep in front of him from Brock Saran. As a couple aggressive steps from Bondi. If that would have gone to the backstop, he definitely would have went. And this one goes to the backstop, and there he goes. Down to second, there'll be no test as he's down to a scoring position. And that one gets Casillas in the back, but he doesn't care too much. He'll take it. Gets up right away. Flips the bat to the dugout. It's back-to-back walks for the Cyclones, and this is how they scored their first 2 runs in the bottom 2. Worked a couple walks, and then with the bases loaded, did the damage. There's Luke Jubenville, the cleanup hitter, with 2 on. As it struck 1 on top of the zone, the call. Jubenville, slow ground ball to the shortstop. Toss to second is good. And a fielder's choice will be for Jubenville. Runners in the corners, though. As one gets to third, that's the second out. And there's Hunter O'Mara, 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but a chance to extend the lead here for the Cyclones as they look to create a tad bit more of a cushion in a big elimination game between these 2 teams. And this one, fair territory. Chopper to the mound. Scott the plate. First is good. And that will negate Bondi from scoring. And the River Cats get out of it after they work 2 walks, but that will reach the halfway point of this ball game. It's 2-0 for Windsor Central, but when we come back, it's Upper Ottawa Valley and another opportunity to get on the board themselves. Pattinson due up for the River Cats here at the start of the top of the fourth inning. Pattinson, then we'll go back up top, Cloutier and Luloff. As that one is a fair ball, a roller to the second baseman. Underhand flip is confirmed for out number 1. And so a quick 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 out. As Cohen Cloutier, 1 for 1 with his single. That led off the ball game as well. Luke Jubenville back on the mound for his 4th consecutive inning, has played very clean at the mound. Only allowing, I believe, 3 hits in his 3 innings of work. He was the starter back in the first game as well. Definitely looks to be the ace for Windsor Central and trying to pitch them to another day here in Pembroke, trying to keep their tournament lives alive. Cloutier pipes this one to center field. It's over top of the head of the outfielder. Cloutier, we know he's speedy. He's rounding second. The relay back inside. Cloutier getting the green light to come on home. And Cohen Cloutier, it's an inside the park home run. And the River Cats have been electrified. We've seen it before from Mr. Cloutier, and he does it again as he speeds around all 3 bases and confirms it with home plate, and the River Cats are on the board. And here's Reed Luloff. And so we've seen a couple inside the park home runs, but someone we haven't seen, or we have seen only once. And out of the park home run. It was from Luloff. And so, well, they're 1 run away as the River Cats have found some new life in this game as their offense finally gets rolling. And Luloff, ground ball, and it skips out of the glove of the second baseman. Recover, toss to first, and that will pull Tucker Reevely off the bag as they try to confirm out number 2, and it's Luloff who's now on first base. And here's Grayson O'Grady. 1 for 1 with a single. And the ball 1. And the River Cats fans are also significantly louder here in the 4th. O'Grady lines this one to left field, and the hitting parade continues for the River Cats as the top of the order proving significant here. Inside the poke home run. Single from Luloff, which you got aboard on an error. And O'Grady a single as well. And here's Osley Godden. And Jubenville. Got to stay collected here. Got in first pitch swing and a chopper to the shortstop. Confirms the out at second. Looking for the double play. And the throw to first gets around him. Luloff coming home. And the River Rats have tied the ball game. A heads-up play from Reed Luloff after that throw from shortstop to first was just off the target. And it's Jax Williamson with a runner at second base, trying to knock home the potential game-leading run. Only 1 out needed for Windsor Central to get out of it. That one in play from Williamson, and a miscommunication by the infield as that ball squeaks all the way to center field, and the River Cats have taken the lead. It's an ambush by Williamson, who goes first pitch swinging and knocks home the game-leading run. And here's Jake Kello. And Kello swings that one for a strike. Williamson down to second. There'll be no test as he'll move himself to scoring position. And, well, the first time through the order from the River Cats, not much, but second time is a complete 180. Williamson trying to go down to third. And he'll go from one corner to the next as he slides on in there. As he's a base hit away for having double the tally of the Cyclones. And it's a ball 2. And down in the dirt to the backstop. Williamson thinks about it. Gets about a quarter down the base path, but will go back after a quick recovery from Sheeler in Jubenville to cover the plate. It's a 3-1 count for Kello. We'll see the pitch. It's ball number 4 for Jake Kello, and the runners are now in the corners. And there's Reed Macklem. That's second walk of the morning as well for Kello. And a mound meeting as Windsor Central will pull in the infield and take the ball from Jubenville, and that will do it on the ball game at the mound for Luke Jubenville, who went 3 innings in 2/3. Had a very, very exceptional start to the game, and things kind of slipped away here in the top of the 4th. As the River Cats offense has woken up. And so coming into the game here for Windsor Central, number 15, Caleb Casillas will take to the mound and begin his warm-up. Will inherit 2 outs and 2 runners as the Cyclones try to patch this hole, which has been letting out air. As the River Cats started down by 2, now up by 1. And so, as I mentioned, 2 games today, as we'll have the 12 p.m. game as well, as the Brockville Braves take on the Orleans Red Sox in our second elimination game of the day. Tomorrow, game 2 is already confirmed. It's the 2 teams who are undefeated, High Park and East Nepean. Winner will confirm a ticket to the finals. And that won't be a game you won't want to miss. That will be a game you won't want to miss. It's 2 very high caliber teams who have played very solid, so exceptional. The Eagles, I believe, have mercy ruled the 2 teams they've played, as they did against the Braves and back on day 1 against Windsor Central. For High Park, played a tight game against Orleans, but it was a mercy rule win over the River Cats. And that's how those 2 teams have got themselves into the situation they find themselves in. Once again, 12 p.m. start tomorrow. And so we're underway as Casillas is ready to go, and his first opponent will be Reed Macklem. And we'll see a quick ball 1. And Macklem hits the deck to get away from it. Williamson again just thinks about it, gets a couple steps down, will go back. Kello down to second, so it's 2 now in scoring position. And it's a quick 2-0 lead. Still searching for his first strike is Casillas. 2-0. And he'll find it there as he gets one back. We'll move to the 2-1. In the air, in the infield. Casillas calls everybody off and makes the grab to end the top of the 4th as he finds the out that the Cyclones have been searching for. And will send his team to the offense, but Upper Ottawa Valley have woken up on the sticks. They scored 3 runs to get themselves on the board first of all, and then take the lead. And when we come back, it's Windsor Central looking to respond and potentially tie up the ball game. Bottom of the fourth here in Pembroke, and it's Windsor Central back on the offense. Max Ruthven will lead things off. First pitch swinging. This one fly ball to shallow left. Still in the infield, it's Cohen Cloutier, who joins the fight with two other of his teammates. And the shortstop comes all the way to third base to make that grab, and there's a quick one down. Here's Wyatt Henderson. Walked his first time he was up. Riley Scott back on the mound for his, well, second consecutive in a third after he joined us in the bottom two, got an out, and then pitched very solid in the third innings, having a scoreless outing. Still no runs against for Scott. And well, Henderson will work himself a walk, as this was the part of the order where the Cyclones worked a lot of walks, got some hits, and this is where they scored their runs. As Logan Sheeler due up. The runner on first, so the Cyclones trying to replicate exactly what they did when this part of the order was due up the first time. And first pitch in there for a strike as it paints the outside. And strike two. And it's a quick lead from Riley Scott as he excites the River Cats fans. Gets a good shout. Sheeler has to battle the 0-2. In play, but will foul it off. And just a tad late there from Sheeler, but that will keep him alive. And we'll go back to an 0-2 delivery. Freezes Sheeler, strike 3. And Riley Scott will find his first punch out of the inning. And it's Lorenzo Lewis who had an RBI, I believe, first one of the ball game. RBI single for Lewis. Earlier in the game, ball 1. But 2 outs as the River Cats now defending their first lead of the game. And it's strike in there. That's enough dip on that ball. Delivered from Scott. Chip away near the top of the zone. And Lewis chops on through for his second strike. And Lorenzo got in contact now. Riley Scott, after allowing a walk, trying to send his team to the top of the 5th. The 1-2. And it's down and away to the backstop. There goes Henderson down to second, and Macklin will let him go. That's a successful steal there from Henderson into a scoring position. That one to the backstop as well. There goes Henderson to third. And it's one corner to the next for Henderson. And it's a full count situation in the payoff pitch with 2 outs from Scott. And it's ball 4 for Lorenzo Lewis. And there's runners in the corners to continue a perfect ball game for Lewis. 1 for on. There's Brooklyn Lockwood, who also worked a walk. And when she did the first time up, I believe that was to load the bases. As time called is Henderson. Got to tie up his shoe, you know, if he's going to take advantage of any loose balls and try to come on home, he's got to have those shoes tied. And first pitch near the eyesight for Lockwood for ball 1. And the Cyclones, who have chipped away walks and base hits all game long, looking for potential one more to tie the game. As a successful stolen base for Lewis, and it's 2 now in scoring position. 2-0 lead as well for Lockwood. That one's off the top of the glove. Here comes Henderson on home, and the flip to the plate is sliding in there is Wyatt Henderson, and the game is tied. As Henderson steals second, steals third, and caps it all off with the big one, the stolen plate. And Windsor Central have equaled the game, tied at 3. Lewis into third as well. A base hit away or a stolen base from taking back the lead here for the Cyclones. It's a big lead here for Lockwood. A 3-0 count. And Scott will get one back. The automatic. Needs a pair more. And exactly replicates the last one for strike 2. And the count is full. Riley Scott trying to keep the game tied. We'll have the payoff here to Lockwood. And swings on through for strike 3. And Riley Scott gets the reverse K as he battles back 3-0 down and strikes out Brooklyn Lockwood. And the game is tied as Wyatt Henderson found the 3rd run as we enter the final pair of innings here. Top of the 5th. It's the River Cats looking to take back the lead they once had moments ago. More baseball here in Pembroke when we return. Top of the 5th, and leading things off, 33, Brock Saran. As the first pitch will be outside for ball 1, Caleb Casillas back on the mound after he came into relief back in the 4th inning after the River Cats exploded for offense. Finding their first 3 runs. This one flying out to right field, and it gets down right through up the alley as Saran will look for 2, and Brock Saran will start things off successfully for the River Cats as it's a runner at second base. And 2 for 2 on the morning as well for Brock Saran. And there's Riley Scott, 0 for 1, fielder's choice. Will show bunt and fades it back. And we'll start things out with a strike. So go ahead run now in scoring position for the River Cats. Bunt shown again. This one's successful. Laid right down to the mound. Casillas fires to first. And safe is Scott. That's off the base. The call stepped Tucker Evely. And there's runners in the corners for the River Cats. As it's a successful bunt. And here's Easton Bramberger. Popped up to the first baseman. First time. Shows bunt. Well, pull away, takes a strike anyways. Runner down to second, so it's 2 now in scoring position. And the River Cats starting to threaten with no outs. And Casillas. And a bit of a jam. And it's ball 1. Fair play, pulls this one to the third baseman. Scoop successful, play to the plate. Safe with a slide. And it's fired up as Brock Saran takes the lead. Another one's coming home as Riley Scott joins him. And the River Cats, just like that, add a pair to their tally. Take a 2-run lead. As Saran was the obvious one, but Riley Scott snuck in there under everybody's noses. And comes on home.
There is a ball out in center field, straight away there. If you can get the fielder to go get that ball. Yeah.
And a mound meeting here for Windsor Central, as they give fist bumps all around to the infield. Casillas will remain in the game. Runner at second as well. And it was a scoop and play from Jubenville, as he was the first one too, and he went to the play at the plate. But sliding in there, speedy, was Brock Saran. And there's David Rosine. And it's ball 1. And the River Cats, who were, well, very successful at the bats to start the inning, it pays off as they find a pair. Strike 1. That's on the outside for his second ball. And we'll see the 2-1 pitch. Rosine reaches down, engulfs it off the third base line for a foul ball. Bring him to a second strike. Casillas searching for the first out of the inning. Prime chance to find it here. And it's strike 3 as it paints the outside. And it's a strikeout for Caleb Casillas. And a first down of the inning. It feels like it's a big one. As we'll hit the bottom of the order to Leo Pattinson. 0 for 1. And Casillas will start the battle back into the inning for the Cyclones. As first one's in there for a ball, 1 to call. And ball 2. Both on the inner half of the plate. In play, this one up to right center field. It's over top of Bruklavic at second base. Runner rounding third and will score, but Pattinson stuck it between first and second. The throw back to first gets all the way to the fence. And the River Cats have 3 runs here in the top of the 5th inning as they make it 6-4. 6-3 rather. Double the tally of the Cyclones. It's back to the top of the order to Chloe Cloutier. And last time Cloutier was up, it was an inside the park home run. 2 for 2 on the ball game for Cloutier. This one right up the center as it skips on past Casillas. Play to second base in time. And that will end the Barney make that out number 2 as they and that's out number 2, and that's what I had. I think what tricked me is Windsor Central are starting to jog off the field. What a play, though, by the Cyclones to get a runner out. I believe that was Hunter O'Mara in center field with the throw. A fielder's choice for Cloutier. And here's Reid Luloff, 1 for 2, a strikeout and a single. And a heavy chop for Luloff for a strike. Cloutier down to second. They will test him, and it's a one-hopper and a slide out in there for Cohen. And that will get Luloff in the back. It'll be a hit by pitch walk for Reid. And it was Grayson O'Grady, 2 for 2 with back-to-back singles. And this is where the River Cats really got hot when they scored their first runs. It was the top of the order. 2 back up for the second time. And well, with a on base for Cloutier and Luloff worked the walk. Trying to do it again. That one to the backstop. Takes an aggressive bounce as well off a pillar. And both runners will advance. 2 now in scoring position. O'Grady hits to the shortstop, but a jumping play to make the grab. It's a thing of beauty from Luke Bondi to find out number 3 and stop the runners from coming around as the Cyclones will leave 2 stranded after a beautiful play from Luke Bondi. Stretches on out and able to squeeze the glove to keep the ball in it. And that will do it for the top of the 5th. The River Cats get back to their offense. They score 3 more and make it 6-3. And when we return, it's Windsor Central looking to respond with an inning and a half of baseball left to play. Bottom 5. Here back in Pembroke, the host team up by 3, but it's the Cyclones with a chance to respond. As leading things off, number 26, Emerson Tucker-Reevely. And we'll start things on with a 1-0 count as the first pitch up over the head of Tucker-Reevely. 1-0 down the pipe there from Riley Scott, who had a pretty successful last couple innings. Only 1 run allowed for Scott, and will had 2 runners on in scoring position. In the bottom 4th, was able to get out of the sticky situation as he struck out the last batter. Back behind the plate, it's Brock Saran as the Rivercats have teeter-tottered back and forth between their 2 catchers, Saran and Macklem. That's ball 3. And it's a chance to get aboard here for a leadoff batter. And he will. Ball 4 for Tucker-Reevely. Down to first base, and here's Maverick Belair. And a runner on first. Step 1 for the Cyclones, trying to obviously get some runs going back their way. They were in the lead for the first parts of the game. Tied it up. But the Rivercats have taken the lead, and it's 3 runs the difference. First pitch to Belair gets to the backstop. Here goes runner down to second. That ball gets all the way back to the mound to decide on in there for Tucker-Reevely. Safe and sound as he moves himself to his scoring position. As that ball bounced all the way off the backstop right to Riley Scott, and he had to make the play down to second. 1-0, Belair swings on for a strike. And strike 2. And Scott searching for a strikeout. Belair looking for contact. And it's strike 3 looking as it will chip away on the inside. And Riley Scott back to his strikeout ways. Finds the first one here in the bottom of the 5th. And we'll go back to the top of the order to Alex Broklovic. As that one is pounded down the right field line. This will do some damage. Rounding third, it's Tucker-Reevely. He will score. Broklovic getting all the way to third. He will get held up. It's an RBI triple for Alex Broklovic as the Cyclones bring the lead down to only 2. And the top of the order already proving strong as we'll move on to Luke Bondi, who made a beautiful play to end the top of the 5th. Can he transition that defense into some offense here? As Bondi will see the first pitch for a ball just below the knees. Bondi also made a great play behind the plate in the first inning, I believe. Threw down a runner all the way to second. Very successful game on the defensive side. On the offensive, he is 0 for 1. Good play by Saran to keep that ball in front of him. As you can already see there, Broklovic, a couple aggressive steps down the base path, and if anything gets to the backstop, I have a feeling he might go. And if he would score, that would bring us to 1 run the difference. And Bondi will hold off. Bondi in play. Chopper to the shortstop, and it takes an aggressive bounce. It'll be an RBI single for Luke Bondi. And Windsor Central make it a 1-run ball game. That's tying run now aboard first base. as that one got a piece of the mound and just hit it like a jump pad over top of Cloutier. And here's Caleb Casillas, 1 for 1, single and a walk. Casillas, first pitch swing and dies down to the mound. Scott fires to first. Luloff will apply the tag for out number 2 as he had to recover, as it wasn't on the bag, but able to make the grab. And as I said, tag Casillas. 2 down. Hunter O'Meara in the hole, or in the batters on deck circle rather. Luke Jubenville pops this one up high, a moonshot in the air, and backing up is Reed Luloff to make the grab and end the bottom of the 5th. And the Cyclones add a pair of runs to their tally, and it's a 1-run game entering the potential final inning of baseball. And the best part about it, it's still anybody's ball game. When we come back, it's the top of the 6th, and the River Cats looking to add to their lead before we go to a do-or-die bottom of the 6th for the Cyclones with their tournament lives on the line. Top of the 6th inning. And the River Cats, well, trying to add to their lead. Osley Godden skies this one to shallow left field, and backing up and making the grab is the Cyclones. And there's a quick one down off the first batter. And that was Luke Bondi, who continues his fantastic game in the field. And there's one down. Here's Jackson Williamson, 0 for 1. A ground ball, or pardon me, he had a ground ball his first time he was up. I believe did get on base his second time. Williamson makes contact. On the knees is the pitcher, Casillas, and makes the play to first. And it's 2 pitches and 2 outs here for the Cyclones. Trying to make quick work and retire the side in order. And Jake Kello, who's worked 2 walks this game. As Windsor Central, here's the pitch. And won't find the perfect inning with 3 pitches and 3 outs, but we'll throw a ball one on the inside there for Kello. And a quick 2-0 here for Jake Kello, as well the Cyclones super quick work on the first 2 batters. And while in a scenario where they will go to the bottom of the 6th, they need 1 run to either extend us to a 7th or 2 to even walk it off. Trying to build some momentum. and get the blood flowing, get the juices going before they head to that big, impactful final half inning. The 2-1. Callow in foul territory. Jumonville searching for it, but will just run out of real estate before that ball hits the ground. It's strike 2 against Callow on the foul ball. Casillas, 2 strikes against Callow. 2-2. Oh, yeah, top of the zone for Caleb Casillas as he finds the strikeout to end the top of the 6th. It's 3 batters up and 3 sent back to the dugout to end the top of the inning in quick succession. And as I said, the Cyclones need 1 to send to extras, 2 to walk it off. And if they find nothing, Upper Ottawa Valley will move on in the bracket. Big final inning. 1 team will be eliminated, and it comes down to this. Bottom 6 when we return here in Pembroke. And here we go. Bottom of the 6th here. New pitcher into the ball game for the River Cats. It's Reed Luloff, or the guy they called Big Red. And it's strike 1 at the bottom of the zone. As leading things off, number 9, Hunter O'Mara. 0 for 2, a strikeout in the ground ball. This ball game. As hesitant swing. Didn't go through, but that pitch found the strike zone. It's a quick 0-2 lead here for Luloff. Looking to start his morning off strong. The 0-2 delivery. Strike 3 looking, and it's 3 straight strikes, and there's 1 down. As Luloff brings the heat. And there's Max Ruthven. Has found contact his first 2 times up. Both have been pop-ups in the infield. First one to the catcher, second one to the shortstop. And the righty will have his first look at Luloff. And if the Cyclones just looking for a base runner, as anything on the base path would represent tying run. That's down to the dirt for a second ball. And the 2-0 to Ruthven, as third base coach said, red light, just stays as still as a statue and lets that one go through as he was told not to swing. 2-1. Swings on through that one for a second strike. And Luloff searching for a second consecutive strikeout. Ruthven got to protect. And will move to a full count. And a big pitch incoming. Ruthven trying to get a board to put tying run on base. Luloff, the payoff. And it's ball 4 for Max Ruthven. Down to first base, and as mentioned, that's a big base runner here for the Cyclones. And here's Wyatt Henderson, has worked 2 walks this ball game. First pitch to Henderson, down the pipe for a strike. Runner down to second, the toss. And the tag, safe with a slide is Ruthven. And it's runner into scoring position, but they get the out. as Max Ruthven must have just stepped off the bag, and the tag has been applied. The runner has been called down on second base. And that will be out number 2. And wow, what a big time play by the River Cats. They get the runner out at second, and now nobody on base for the Cyclones. It's an 0-2 count, and Lulaf trying to send his team on in the bracket. And it's Paul 1. And that was a significant play, as it looked like Ruthven was trying to argue that he called time, but a big disagreement. The 1-2. Strike 3, the call, and the Upper Ottawa Valley River Cats will move on in the minor provincial championships with a tight win over the Windsor Central Cyclones. And that will do it in the tournament for the Cyclones. And while it was our closest game we've had all week long, what a ball game between these two teams. Back and forth it went. Both teams had a lead, and it came right down to the end. But Upper Ottawa Valley will move on as they'll play tomorrow at 9 a.m. against the winner of her second game of the day, as the Brockville Braves and the Orleans Red Sox will look to join them. And as mentioned, that will do it for Windsor Central. A great game here today, but just didn't go their way. And it's a 6-5 final score. I've been Jacob Ewing. Upper Ottawa Valley moving on till tomorrow as their hopes stay alive in the lower bracket. One more game today, as mentioned. It's the 12 p.m. first pitch between the Brockville Braves and the Orleans Red Sox, as one of those two teams will join Upper Ottawa Valley for a game tomorrow. Thank you for watching, as we appreciate there is a lot of Windsor Central fans in the chat, and we appreciate your support here on the Upper Ottawa Valley Little League Provincial's YouTube channel, as again, it's a very far travel from Windsor here to Pembroke, so we hope you enjoyed the coverage. One more time, I've been Jacob Ewing. Upper Ottawa Valley, 6-5 victory over Windsor Central. We'll see you at 12 p.m. first pitch for Orleans and Brockville. Thank you for watching.